ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. These are the powerful words of Denzel Washington, an actor, philanthropist, and one of the most inspiring motivational voices of our time. What if the key to unlocking your potential isn't about what you're doing, but what you need to stop doing? Stay tuned, because today we're diving into Denzel Washington's life-changing advice to help you break free from the habits that are holding you back. Denzel Washington is more than a Hollywood icon. Over the years, he has used his platform to inspire millions with his profound wisdom and life lessons. Whether he's speaking about faith, discipline, or resilience, his messages resonate deeply. Today, we'll explore 4 critical things Denzel Washington says you must stop doing to live a life of purpose and success. Life is full of hurdles, but often it's the barriers we create for ourselves that are the hardest to overcome. Think about it. How many times have you let fear, excuses, or self-doubt stand in your way? Denzel Washington speaks directly to these common pitfalls, identifying behaviors that limit our potential. One of the biggest challenges people face is the fear of failure, a paralyzing force that prevents action and fosters regret. Then there's the toxic habit of comparing ourselves to others, which robs us of joy and focus. Add to that the excuses we make to justify inaction and the lack of gratitude for the blessings we already have, and you have a recipe for stagnation. These habits aren't just obstacles, they're anchors keeping us from moving forward. Denzel doesn't just point out the problem, he provides a roadmap for overcoming it. His advice challenges us to reflect on the choices we make daily and ask ourselves if they're leading us closer to our goals or further away. Let's unpack the 4 things Denzel Washington says you must stop doing and explore how letting go of these habits can transform your life. 1. Stop fearing failure. Failure. It's a word that strikes fear into the hearts of many. But according to Denzel, if you don't fail, you're not even trying. Failure isn't a sign of weakness. It's proof that you're pushing boundaries. Every successful person, from Denzel himself to entrepreneurs and athletes, has failed, often repeatedly. When Denzel auditioned for roles early in his career, he was told no more times than he could count. Did it sting? Absolutely. But he didn't let it define him. Instead, he saw each rejection as a lesson, a stepping stone to improve. Imagine if he had let those early failures convince him to quit acting. The world would have missed out on his incredible talent and the inspiring messages he shares today. The truth is, failure is inevitable, but it's also temporary. What's permanent is the growth that comes from it. When you stop fearing failure, you start seeing it for what it really is, a necessary part of the journey. So the next time you're faced with a challenge, don't shy away, embrace it, fail forward. 2. Stop comparing yourself to others. Focus on your own lane, Denzel advises. It's easier said than done, especially in today's world. Social media, for all its benefits, has turned comparison into a daily activity. We scroll through curated snapshots of other people's lives and wonder why ours doesn't measure up. But here's the thing. Comparison is the thief of joy. When you're busy looking at what someone else has, you're not paying attention to your own blessings, your own growth. Denzel reminds us that success isn't a zero-sum game. Just because someone else is winning doesn't mean you're losing. Instead of comparing yourself to others, compare yourself to who you were yesterday. That's the only competition that matters. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. And remember, the grass isn't greener on the other side, it's greener where you water it. 3. Stop making excuses. Excuses are comfort zones disguised as reasons. You pray for rain, you gotta deal with the mud too, Denzel says. Success isn't easy. It comes with challenges, sacrifices, and setbacks. But those aren't reasons to quit. They're reasons to try harder. Think about the last time you made an excuse. Maybe it was about not having enough time, resources, or support. While those might feel valid in the moment, they're often just barriers we create to protect ourselves from disappointment. The truth is, excuses are a form of self-sabotage. They keep us stuck in the same place, wondering why nothing ever changes. Denzel's advice? Take ownership. If something isn't working, figure out why and fix it. Don't wait for the perfect moment or the perfect conditions. Start where you are with what you have. Accountability is the first step toward empowerment. Number 4, stop neglecting gratitude. Gratitude is more than saying thank you. It's a mindset, a way of seeing the world. Denzel often speaks about the importance of putting God first and appreciating the blessings in your life. When you neglect gratitude, you're essentially telling the universe that what you have isn't enough. But when you practice gratitude, everything changes. You start noticing the little things, the things that make life beautiful. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's present, from lack to abundance. Start a daily gratitude practice. Write down 3 things you're thankful for every day. They don't have to be big, they just have to be genuine. Over time, you'll notice a shift in your perspective and your life. Among these 4 lessons, the most transformative is learning to embrace failure. Why? Because fear of failure is the root cause of so many other struggles. When you're afraid to fail, you hesitate to act. That hesitation leads to excuses, comparisons, and a lack of gratitude. It's a cycle that keeps you stuck. Denzel Washington's life is proof that failure isn't the end, it's the beginning. Each rejection, each setback was a stepping stone towards something greater. When you stop fearing failure, you unlock the courage to take risks, to try, to grow. And that courage is the key to everything else. Denzel Washington's advice boils down to this: stop fearing failure, stop comparing yourself to others, stop making excuses, and never neglect gratitude. These aren't just suggestions. They're principles for a life well lived. By letting go of these habits, you create space for growth, joy, and success. Change doesn't happen overnight, but it starts with a decision. Decide today to stop the habits that are holding you back. Your future self will thank you. What's the one habit you're committing to stop today? Share it in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And if Denzel's wisdom inspired you as much as it inspired us, hit the like button, subscribe for more motivational content, and share this video with someone who needs a little push to reach their full potential. Let's grow together.